Welcome back, and today I'd just like to talk about why it is that so many people put the weight back on once they finish a diet. So in order to better understand this, I think it's going to be best to look at scenarios where this is occurring. So if you look at the first case, crash diets and fad diets and magic pills. That is the scenario where people put on the most weight after they lose it. Now, I don't want to go into that too deeply because it makes common sense. They're trying to take shortcuts. They're trying to take the easy way out to lose the weight. And while they may be successful in the beginning, keeping that weight off afterwards is virtually impossible in most cases, and this has been proven. So rather than waste time on that, I want to look at the cases where people are actually putting in real work and losing weight, but then unfortunately putting it back on afterwards. So let's look at those scenarios. Well, the case I'm talking about specifically today is like with big commercial weight loss groups, such as Weightwatchers or Slimming World. Okay, now they're very big companies, and obviously they must be doing something right because many people lose weight with them. But studies have shown that once people leave the program, they seem to put the weight back on. Not everyone, but most people. And I was kind of intrigued by this. I was wondering why this is happening. And then I saw an article on the internet, as you can see up on my screen here as well, where it seems like all the contestants that entered The Biggest Loser television program that you might have seen on TV, it seems like most of them have put on all the weight again, and a lot of them seem to have health problems as well. So while these programs might be successful in helping you lose weight, there seems to be something else going on afterwards that's causing people to put the weight back on and other issues. So studies have shown that when you work in groups and in big groups like with Weight Watchers, or with coaching, that you tend to lose more weight and have a smaller waistline and also a lower BMI than people that work or try to lose weight on their own. So there is some merit to working in a big group, but I want to talk about why it is afterwards that these people seem to put the weight back on, so hopefully you can understand it better and not make the same mistakes. So let's look at it. What do these big groups do, and what is their specialty? Well, besides being a business, which I won't go into, they're very good at helping you lose weight by telling you what to do and what to eat and those types of things, right? And that works well. You have someone on your ass saying, don't eat that, eat this is good, this is bad. And they keep telling you what to do, and they're there with you, and they've got this social support structure. You go to the meetings, everyone is happy, you see the progress, it's motivating, and everyone is supporting you, and that pushes you to keep going and to keep going and to keep going to reach your goals. And that way you lose the weight. But then afterwards, and this is where the problem comes in, you reach your target goals, you reach your target weight, and then you decide, okay, I'm happy with what I've got, and you decide to leave. And that's when the weight comes back. And the reason I think this is happening is because when you are with a commercial group, you've got the support, but when you leave, that support system is gone. You've got no one there motivating you anymore, no one on your case saying, don't eat this, don't eat that. And you don't understand why it is you were putting on weight in the first place. And that's critical. At these places, they're teaching you what to do and telling you what to do and what to eat and what not to eat, but you don't understand the original emotional triggers that were causing you to overeat. And you have to understand these things, and you have to be aware of them, and you have to be conscious of them, so that when you do get those cravings, or when you do want to overeat or eat unhealthy food, that you're aware of it and you know that you shouldn't be doing it and why you shouldn't be doing it. And I think that is the main problem. You haven't addressed the emotional triggers and causes for why you're overeating in the first place. Also, bad eating habits and weight gain can be highly linked to bad habits, and these are habits that you might have picked up, bad habits that you've picked up over the years. Maybe it's from your parents, maybe it's from your friends or family, maybe it's just from general societal conditioning and things that you see on TV, and you've learned to eat the wrong way. So these bad habits you have to now replace with good habits. And how do you do that? Well, you have to understand what led you to those bad habits in the first place, and then work on addressing those and converting them into good habits. And this takes time. getting back into shape and getting healthy and losing weight is not some sort of race that you want to rush into, do the sprint, reach the goal, and then it's done with. More consider of it like more of a lifelong journey where you make small incremental changes, but changes that you can stick to, that you understand why you're making, and that can stay with you for the rest of your life. And if you do that, then slowly but surely you make small little steps to improving your health, and the weight will just come off naturally and it will stay off. So in today's video, we've discussed why people seem to put the weight back on when they leave these big support groups, okay? Just to summarize, it's because you don't have a social support system there with you to help support you once you leave, and also because you don't understand your reasons for overeating and the triggers that cause you to overeat. Now, in a future video, we're going to discuss ways that you can prevent yourself from gaining weight once you finish your diet. So if you're going to be interested in a topic like that, then just click the subscribe button and YouTube will notify you when that video comes out. And until then, I'll see you next time.